Hello students, welcome you all. Today we are going to discuss Circle chapter 10. In class 9, we had learned about circle. What was circle? Circle is a collection of all points in a plane which are at a constant distance from a fixed point. Suppose there is a fixed point, say suppose O, from where at a constant distance, say suppose R. Now at distance R from O, collection of all points. That means all these points on this line, the distance from O is R, and collection of all these lines is called a circle. So this was what we learned in class 9, 7, 8, etc. Now we will see relation between a line and a circle. Here you can see in this figure, in the first part there is a line and a circle. We can say this line in the first figure, in this case, is non-intersecting. It is not intersecting, so we can say it is a non-intersecting line. Which one? The first one. It is not a, it is a, this line is a non-intersecting line. Now come to double I, second part. Here you can see PQ line is intersecting this circle at two points, two distinct points, A and B. Therefore we can say PQ is a secant. So when we call a line is a secant, when the line is intersecting a circle at two different points. Okay. So we can say that a secant. Please remember it or write it down. Now we will move to another figure, figure triple I. Here in this figure you can see there is a circle and again there is a line. And here in this case this line is intersecting this circle, but in how many points? At only one points. The point is A, suppose. Okay. So in this case we can say PQ is a tangent to the circle. Tangent to the circle at point A point, isn't it? So here PQ is a tangent to the circle at point A. So now we know what is tangent, what is secant, and what is non-intersecting line. Now we will move further. Here you can see tangent of a circle. So far now what we know, tangent to a circle is a line that intersects the circle at only one point. This is what we have discussed now. Now there is an activity for you. What is this activity? Look at it. Suppose you will take a circle. You please try this activity at home. Okay. You need a circular wire and a straight wire for this. Okay. Now suppose this is a circular wire. This circle is a circular wire, and suppose you are making a point P, that is a fixed point P, and a straight wire, that is AB. Okay. Now suppose you are putting this AB like this. Okay. Now you AB is intersecting the circle at P and Q, P and Q1 in this case. Now if you put this in a straight way like this, okay, so that this circle will intersect AB at only one point, that is P. In that case we can say that a tangent. Okay. Now again, if you suppose this is the tangent, suppose, okay, this one, I'll draw a clear figure for you here. Suppose this one, this point is P. Now suppose this line AB is intersecting the circle at only one point. Now if you bend this line AB slightly like this, it will intersect the circle at another point. First at P, you will fix the point P, then another point it will intersect. Say suppose here in this case suppose Q. Here if you will bend this line AB towards this, then it will be intersecting the circle at another point. So suppose R like this. Okay. If you are making this line AB straight, okay, so that it will touch the circle at only one point, that is P. At that case only we can say the line is a tangent. Okay na? Therefore we can say there is only one tangent at a given point in a circle. So here a question arises, suppose there is a circle, how many tangents can be drawn in this circle? No, only one point, one tangent. Suppose a point is there, at a point there is only one tangent is possible. Suppose we will take B point, then another tangent is possible. At C point another tangent, at D point another tangent, like this. Okay, but at a given point, say suppose D, only one tangent is possible. There are how many points? There were infinite number of points. So how many number of tangent can be possible? Infinite number of tangent is possible. But most important thing, there is only one tangent at a point of a circle. But at one point there can be only one tangent. So this is the concept. Now we will move to another activity. You please try this activity at your home. What you will do? You will take a circle, okay, then draw PQ. Okay, now you draw some parallel lines to PQ. Okay, first you will draw a line here. Suppose parallel, you know how to draw a parallel line. Now you draw in class 9 or class 8, I think you studied about how to draw parallel lines. So you will draw a parallel line. Again you draw a parallel line, this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. Then if you want, you can draw another this one. Okay, outside. Now you see the length of this chord PQ second is making a chord, na? The length of the chord will be this. Now again you see there is another chord here. All the chords are parallel to each other. Another chord is here. Now if you measure the length of the chord, the length of the chord will be decreasing. Okay na? Now if you continuously decrease the length of the chord and make the chords parallel, at a given point a point will come where the chord length of the chord will become 0. Okay na? So here you can see there is a length of chord. Here if you draw another line, there will be some length of that chord, but at a time will come, at a given point will come where the length of the chord will be 0. Okay, and what would be the line which will touch that point? That will be the tangent. Okay na? So a point will come when the length will be 0. Okay na? Therefore we can say that point, at that point the line drawn, okay, will be the tangent. Similarly the same thing will be happen in this side, on the other side. Now you say we had taken a second, okay, and we drawn parallel lines, and how many tangents we got who are parallel to that second? There are only two tangents. So PQ as the second. Now P double dash Q double dash, okay, will be a tangent, and P dash Q dash will be another tangent who are parallel to each other. Okay na? So there cannot be more than two tangent parallel to a given second. Okay, only two tangent is possible, not more than two. Okay, this is another concept. Now okay, we will move to the theorem. There is a theorem. Let's read the theorem. Theorem 10.1. The tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. What is point of contact? You should know what is point of contact. Look, this is a tangent. Suppose xy tangent. It is connecting or touching the circle at point, suppose P. Okay, and this is the center is O. Now you can say the point P, xy is the tangent at point P. Now P is the point of contact. P point is the point of contact for this tangent xy. Okay na? So please remember this concept. I think there is a question regarding this point of contact in the exercise. Okay, point of contact is the point at which the circle touches the tangent. Okay, now the tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. So let's see what is given to us. Given to us is a circle, okay, then xy is a tangent, okay, then yes, O, and we will take say suppose P. OP is the radius. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove that the tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. That means this OP radius will be perpendicular to xy. This is what we have to prove. To prove is that xy perpendicular to OP. Given is what? A circle who is the center, xy is the tangent to this circle at point P. This much is given. Now we have a construction here. Let's move to the next page. Here the figure is there, is given in your book. So here given xy is a tangent at to the circle at point P. We will construct, let Q be any point, okay. Take Q a point on xy other than P, and join OQ. Also we will join OQ. Now you look, the point Q must lie outside the circle. Point Q will lie outside the circle. Why? Because if Q lies inside, if Q lies here or here anywhere else inside, then what will happen? Xy will become a secant. Now xy is a tangent, it is given to us. Now if Q is, what we have taken? We have taken that a Q is a point on line xy. Okay, now we are saying that Q is not inside, Q is not outside, Q is inside. Therefore, we have taken that Q is on xy, so xy must be moved through this, through point P. So x, y will be this line will be not xy, this line will be xy. Now xy will be what? Xy will be a secant, isn't it? But it is given that xy is not a secant, xy is a tangent. So we'll write that the point Q must lie outside the circle. Why? Because Q lies inside the circle, as xy will become a, if Q lies inside the circle, xy will become a secant, not a tangent. Okay, because it is given that xy is a tangent. Therefore OQ, therefore you see OQ will be greater than OP, because OP is the radius and OQ is greater than radius. Up to this there is radius, then this is extra length na. Suppose this is your P dash or P1. OP1 will be radius, P1Q is the extra length, so that we can say OQ is greater than OP, isn't it? Now this we have taken Q point. Similarly, we can take Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, any point you take. Okay. In all the case, OQ1, OQ2, OQ, suppose you take here point, anywhere you take point, all the lines will be, or line segments will be greater than OP. So since it happens for every point on line xy, it will happen for every point on line xy except the point P, except the point P. So that we can say OP is the shortest distance. OP is the shortest distance of all the distance from O to xy. So that we can say, what is the shortest distance to a line is called? It is the perpendicular. We know that shortest distance is the perpendicular. Therefore, we can write, so OP is perpendicular to xy. So OP perpendicular to xy. Hence proved. Okay, na? Theorem was saying this, it will be perpendicular. Now we have proved it. Okay, there are some. So this is the proof. Very simple proof. Now there are some remarks. By this theorem, we can also conclude that at any point, suppose you take any point P or suppose say M, any point on circle, there can be one and only one tangent is possible. There can be one and only one tangent. So I'll draw a tangent, suppose here. Only one tangent is possible, okay, because the perpendicular line, how many perpendicular line can be drawn to a given line? Only one. If perpendicular line is one, therefore tangent will also be one, isn't it? And also we have discussed it in the earlier section also. So this is one remark. Another is, The line containing the radius through the point of contact is also sometimes called normal. That means this line xy, okay na, is called tangent na. In other words, we can say it normal. Okay, this is what it is saying. Now we will move to exercise 10.1. So let's move to exercise 10.1. Here it is, exercise. Now we move to question number 1. How many tangents can a circle have? You know that a circle, how many tangents can it have? It has infinite number of circle. Tangent. Infinite, no, sorry, this is not, infinite number of tangents. Why? Because in a circle there are infinite number of points. Yes, infinite number of points, there will be infinite number of tangents. So infinite number of tangents. Why? You can give reason as in a circle there are infinite number of points. Okay. Now 2. A tangent to a circle intersect it in dash point. In a circle, a tangent will intersect the circle at how many points? At only 1 point. So we can write 1 point. 1 and only 1 point. A line intersecting a circle in 2 points is called a dash. It's called second. Okay na? Then we will move to question number III. A circle can have parallel tangents. 1 second. Yes, a circle can have dash parallel tangents at most. So here you see a circle is there. I'll draw a circle. Can have dash parallel tangents at most. So we'll draw a tangent. How many parallel tangents can be drawn to it? Only one here. Okay. So maximum 2. The common point of a tangent to a circle, and this circle is called what? It is called point of contact. So a common point to a tangent to a circle and this circle. Now we'll take a circle. A common point to a tangent to a circle. So tangent to a circle, you draw a tangent to a circle. Suppose this is the tangent to a circle. The common point of this circle and tangent to a circle. Suppose this point. What is this? This is called point of contact. Point of contact. Okay. Now we'll move to exercise 10.1, question number 3. 1 second. Now question number 3. A tangent PQ at a point P of a circle of radius 5 cm. Okay, first draw a circle. Radius is 5 cm. Okay, radius is 5. Center is O. Meets a line through center O at a point Q, so that OQ equal to 12 cm. Find the length of PQ. Again read. A tangent PQ at point P. So tangent length is PQ and the tangent is at P. So PQ. Okay. Tangent PQ, because he is saying the tangent at point P na. So at point P we have drawn a tangent of a circle of radius 5 cm. So radius is 5 cm. Let O be the radius. Meet a line through the center O at point Q. It will meet the here Q. Now so that OQ equal to 12. Now look at it. OQ is 12 cm. Find the length of PQ. Length of PQ we need. Now you see, as PQ is the tangent to the circle at P. So OP perpendicular PQ. Why? Theorem 10.1. You can write theorem 10.1. We have just studied it. So now if OP parallel to PQ, then this angle is 90 degree, and OPQ triangle is a right angle triangle. Triangle OPQ is a right angle triangle. Okay, so now OQ is the hypotenuse, OP is the height, and PQ is the base. So you can write PQ square will be equal to OQ square minus OP square, which will be equal to OQ is your 12 square minus OP is your 5 square. Okay, write it here. Implies PQ square equal to 12 square is your 144 minus 25, implies PQ will be equal to root over of 144 minus 25 is your 119. So PQ equal to root over of 119. Here you have D. Answer is this. You can solve it in this way if there is an long question. Otherwise, for short question, you can draw it in graph, rough, then find the answer. Now we will move to question number 4. This is the last question. Yes. Draw a circle and two lines parallel to a given line such that one is tangent and other is a secant to the circle. Draw a circle and two lines parallel to a given line such that one is a tangent and the other is a secant to the circle. Okay, draw a circle. It is saying two lines parallel to a given line such that one is tangent, so and other is the secant. You just draw a secant first. Okay, then you draw a tangent parallel to it. There must be a center. Now what you will do? You draw a first perpendicular to it. You know how to draw a perpendicular to a line from a given point. Now join this. It will be a perpendicular. Okay. Now you have got a point. At this point, and you try to draw another perpendicular. You can draw perpendicular. You know how to draw perpendicular from class 7. Now this line will be a tangent. Name it. It is not given any name. Name it AB. AB is a tangent to the circle point P. O is the center, and you name it CD and name it MN. Okay, so CD will be the secant, and that crossing intersecting the circle at point M, and so this will be your solution. You try to draw it. So this is like a construction question. You try to draw it, construct it with your instruments. Okay, so this is the end of this exercise. Thank you.